welcome. So tonight we're talking about as in how the fashion show went. Was Biggie right to have won? Was he right to have given level two rather, as in do they really deserve to win? Just if you want to join the video, you can easily join. You can join. If you need to request, I will easily grant your request. Let's just get to it and let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Who is joining? As in, we want to banter. I want fans for level one. I want fans for level two. Let's actually see what's going on. Let's see what's up. Let's see. Anybody. Okay, they actually have weekly wager, and this week's wager was the attacks was mainly based on fashion, art, and crafts. And also we're supposed to add a runway show to it, like showcase their designs and everything, and also let us know what actually inspired, you know, their outfits. Painting Gen Z fashion show. Gen Z actually means like something for the new generations, what they wear now, unlike all the olden days attire that they wear, maybe like the Hero and Buba, the Korean, all sorts. They wanted to like bring new generations and their fashions and everything. So I want us to like interact. I want us to interact. Do you really think like Biggie actually did right by giving it to level two? Let's just discuss. Let's interact. If you want to join the video, you can easily join the video. So after they had to like they were giving Ankara so to like sew their clothes. They were giving Ankara to sew. So they're supposed to create pieces with this Ankara using thread and needle. See, I have to give it for all of the housemates. They really outdid themselves. They were really amazing. They were really wonderful. They really did well. Like sitting down, trying to like do an up and down, so amazing pieces like that with needle and thread, man. Just in 4 days, I guess. I think it's in 4 days or 5 days. Man, we need to like really give it to them. Apart from the winning and everything, the beefing and everything, they all outdid themselves. They really tried. They really did try a lot. They did try. So okay, they were actually giving later before the show. They were actually giving 30 minutes each to get familiar with the runway, so that they will actually know what the runway is going to look like, and they've all been preparing so well. They all prepared so well. They put all their all in this task. Even my brother acknowledged the fact that no, that I could actually see the fighting spirit in them, and they actually did they did extraordinary well. This actually like gave them more competitive spirit. Even Biggie actually acknowledged that also. So and before the runway actually started, they were while they were walking into the arena, I guess they were actually looking up for, you know, their their pieces. Like they didn't even do so well. This one they didn't even do this. That kind of beefing spirit. That is one thing I didn't really like in this season. That's one thing I didn't really like in this season. Yes, I didn't really like it because it's supposed to be an healthy competition. There's no need for it. There's no need for beef or anything. But level one has been winning the HOH. They've won some wager, they've lost some, and there's been a lot of cause. There have been a cause for alarm to want to make level two try to like who them be, who are they like no now. So moving on to the wager, they all came out looking so dapper, looking so hot, looking so creative and everything. Even myself sitting down, I was like, wow, they really did well. Like I can't even imagine sitting down with a needle and thread. Oh, they tried though. Mhm. So since level one was the last week's wager, they won the last week's wager. So people actually gave them opportunity to like pick who's gonna go first. Yeah, they actually give them like who's gonna go first. And you know, they've been saying it that it's because they always go first. They used to copy their something, they used to copy part of their content, they used to copy part of their blah blah blah. So they actually wanted level two. I'm actually glad they actually gave them that opportunity to like choose who goes first. So it don't be an issue of they stole our content, they stole our words, they stole what we're supposed to say, or things like that. So it was easily for them to like just choose level two to like okay let level two go, let us give them that opportunity to like go first and things like that. So level two eventually went first. So Groovy actually did the introduction, presented that we are the Fiestas, that we are the Gen Z welcome to the Gen Z fashion show. Actually did a little introduction and they got right to business. They just gave us the wrong way, show us the amazing pieces, and later they came 2-2. And later on, they came on a single foul. After coming on a single foul, and later on, they now like come back again, trying to like tell us what actually inspired. They're like, okay, Gen Z means sexiness, Gen Z means Africa, Gen Z means this, come out one by one like that. So that was what they did. And after everything, they just like took a bow and move on. And moving on to level two, since they have rehearsed with, they actually thought it was not going to be music. Just like come and present how a fashion show is supposed to look like. We all know that fashion show is supposed to be music. It's supposed to be. Before I go to the criticism of everything, let me just give you a rundown. So there's supposed to be music. There's supposed to be like individual collections also. I guess they actually did a proper, they wanted to do a proper fashion show. And I give it to them, they did amazingly well. The first they had two presenters, Doing and Shegs. They did presenting, they presented um the show to them. After presenting the show to them, they later gave out like to make it more interactive. The later checks now went over to give the level two house with cards, and you can actually see in their face like, I'm okay, what's all this? I don't understand. Like, but I get what they are trying to do. They actually like make it interactive, like not just sit there being bored all about it. But eventually, when they have seen, okay, don't let me go there yet. So after giving out the cast for them to like vote between Bella Stitches and this wardrobe, because they're having two designers, they portray like two designers like competing with each other, something like that. So each designers came all over, do their runway, show their designers. The same thing applied for the second one, and later on they asked like come back again, and there was music going down in the background with Giddy Fire and Rachel. They actually asked Vicky to not give them music because they actually practiced with their music. So I don't know. They actually did that with their music. So they actually did that, went to two and came back and did and after then they actually came back, collected the cards and said it was a draw and stuff like that. And later they went back and gave a bow, and that was it for their fashion show. And looking back at their level two house, as in their head, they're like, when we have to do this, like when we have to do this. And before I forget, in level one, Mandela actually made a mistake, forgot our lines where they were like saying one by one what the Gen Z fashion actually means to them. Yeah, so they were like that. And when it was okay, the point I'm gonna pick out is let me start with level one. Let me start with level one. Level one actually made it look simple. They went straight to the point. They didn't add any extra sauce or any extra maggi to it. They just put the sauce, leave it at that. They didn't add the they didn't have sauce, they added sauce, they didn't add maggi. They didn't start adding, different jara on top. They went straight to the fashion show, do what they are there to do, and just bounce like that. And on level two, level two was actually confidence in their styles. Looking at them like they just do a jama, they just do it to enjoy, to enjoy. They didn't do a whole outfit like Modella said, and they didn't do a whole outfit, blah blah blah. But back to level one, they actually made some mistakes. One, since they realized that there was music, they would have just added Giddy Fire and Rachel to each stitches. Maybe Rachel to Bella stitches and Giddy Fire to um Deji's wardrobe. They would have just improvised like that rather than still sticking with singing. Fine, one, the music was, well, I said distracting. It was not really distracting, but they already won, and they should even be happy that there was music. They should have been happy that there was music and just stick to like, okay, let's just go with Biggie's music. At least if we want to talk, we will just give a signal. Biggie, oh, when we're about to talk, we'll give you a signal, help us reduce the song. Then when we are back, just increase it. But I guess they felt like, okay, Biggie will not know when to reduce the music. The music will just be going on. They wouldn't know when to stop or when to reduce or when to play. So they felt like, okay, let's just go with what we have practiced with. I guess that was one mistake they did. If they had actually gone with Biggie's music and try and improvise, put each of the singers in one of the stitches and just do the wrong way and still do the present, it will have actually reduced their oversabi. I only say wasabi will actually reduce their long drama or so. Fine. It actually happens in fashion show. Yes, it actually happens. And I knew that I thought that they were thinking like, okay, there was not going to be music, everyone's going to be dry, so just to make it more entertaining. Sorry. So like let's to make it more entertaining, let me just add the music to it. Let's just put a little sauce to it and just, but I didn't know it was going to like go overboard. Yeah. I didn't know it was just going to go overboard like that. And secondly was I actually noted secondly was the second let me see. Okay. My second point was actually um the cards they gave out. Maybe they will have just be on their own and not go and they should not just go and oppress the level two also because they were looking like should be told. Should be told. Level one actually um and then Allison and Hermes, they don't forget if they had just removed that music and just do a little presenting, with that their work with they will have won. But even make it says like, okay, too much sauce would actually not make a meal, will actually turn a meal into unpalatable. So we just said like, okay, Biggie just said that just like, if you actually look it very well, they actually did a proper fashion show. Yeah, they actually did a proper fashion show. Yeah, level one, level two did a proper fashion show. They did too, but like Vicky said, level two did they actually outdid they outdid themselves. They outdid themselves a lot. They outdid themselves, and who knows, eh? So, Fina was called out. Her outfit was nice. She was looking so radiant, so beautiful. Like really, appreciated. Like, why are you shy? Like, why shall I not shy? It was actually funny. Like, oh, mom. So, looking at Chichi's dress and Modela's dress, I give it to them. Those are my two top designs. No, it was like, did you actually use needle and thread to do this? Like, you didn't use a machine. I gave it to them. They actually did so wonderfully well. They did so wonderfully well. So I feel like, you know, like level one was saying like, okay, they were not feeling bad about their loss. They actually would have they would have been depressed if Piggy has actually made them the winner or some stuff like that. I like the fact that they're confident in themselves. They believe that, okay, fine, we got this, we did this, we tried our best. No, we we killed it. I like that fact that they knew that no, they did wonderfully well. They didn't just sit down and be doing the pity party and putting blames on themselves. Chichi was actually wanted to be down, but with all this work, she was like, okay, okay, we did well. They actually believed in themselves. And going back to level two, they were like, who asked them to come and do drama? Who asked them to come and do this? Who asked them to come and do this? I'm beginning to like getting pissed about the reactions of level two housemates, especially Fina. Like who sent them? And looking at the song Brian's son, Plenty Shall I, as in what was that for now? You don't need it. Chichi was actually angry, like that guy is singing, I will nominate him. I was like, I will nominate him. But actually they didn't really need fine. It was supposed to be competitive and make it fun, but as long as the competition is not going more healthy, it's going to create a lot of wahala. I hope that they eventually merge them together because they will now feel like, okay, this is what we are, this is what we are. This is just a competition. They don't need to like hate themselves or something. I remember when she was saying like they didn't have that spirit of like trying to like tackle with them. They were actually the ones actually brought that energy to them, like any we go see them. Like they didn't even have that in mind. And that is true. You know, fine, you have won. Just let it be. Appreciate them also. I guess they were even angry, like Vicky actually brought some of them. They wanted to collect everything. They wanted to take all the glory. No, it's not done now, at least. But I'm even glad that there were even more people appreciated in level one than in level two. It was only Fina and Matala. And there they have Emmys, they have Alice, they have Chichi. I'm even sure people don't even want to call more of them because they actually did wonderful job. And I think people like the way Khalid was saying, like, what was not doing like his, you know, was going to be drama. And then I was going to do, what was that for now? The big thing is, it's getting out of hand and it's really, really getting into with level two. If you win, accept it. If you lose, as in once they win like this, they start being like, who them be? They no read, they no shaking, do this, they no fit, they no fit. Calm down now. It's not calm down. It's not that hard. As in, it's not that deep. It's not that deep now. It's not that deep. So I'm saying this swap housemates. Maybe they will swap housemates new, or they would try, or they will try, or they will try and make houses. I don't know, but at least relationship. We should keep competition. It is important. Get prepared, and I want to all in conversation. See you guys. Bye. Don't forget, my name is Fumi, and this is Oaftv. Don't